All right, I needed to make this video real quick. We're gonna do this video. I'll post it first. Um, Brock Purdy just got paid the bag, so let's react to it. So there is context to this. Like we've kind of heard, like, oh, there's a little bit more. Like contracts may look the way they look. This is a big bag. Yes, it was a 5-year, $265 million contract. Now again, I mean, this is California, where state income tax and stuff. Like, who knows how much is actually going back to him and stuff. But again, that's the extra nitty gritty stuff, where it's like, whatever. Because there's a lot of back end. Like, who's to say Brock Purdy doesn't want to play that with this full contract? But I think, when you're averaging over $50 million a year, that definitely sets it up there, because we've seen the trend of quarterbacks pushing the QB market. Do I think Brock Purdy is worth this much money? There's no reason for me to say no. There really isn't. I think with the start of his career in the Bay, it has the trajectory of kind of how Patrick Mahomes was, because we saw how good Patrick Mahomes was in his first couple seasons. Sat behind Alex Smith for 1 year. In his second year, he won the MVP. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he went all the way to the AFC Championship game, and they lost. Not him solo, like, the Chiefs were pretty good, but they lost to New England in the AFC title game. And then the second year, they won the Super Bowl. So the fact that with Purdy's career after he came in, because I think his first start was against, what do you know, Tom Brady and the Bucks. I think, because someone else was starting, because I know he wasn't starting from the get-go, that's where all the Mr. Irrelevant comments came from and all that. But like how we fast forward to now, you bring Christian McCaffrey in. Look at how many NFC Championship appearances they've had. They were this close. They were on the doorstep for winning Super Bowl 58. And truthfully too, I'm kind of leaning on. I know it's been some time. They've already played a couple whole seasons. They've been to a Super Bowl. They lost a Super Bowl. I really still do lean on, if Purdy wasn't hurt against the Eagles, I'm kind of leaning towards they probably win that game. They probably do. They only, look at how much they lost by, and that was because it was strictly the run game, because the passing game was taken away, which the injury absolutely sucked, derailed everything. I mean, hell, you even had, McCaffrey throwing, and it was just a tough scene. But with how well they did in 2023 to 2024, come up just short against the Chiefs, and then in this past season, it does show the importance of health for the team. I mean, Christian McCaffrey was dealing with a lingering injury, and he didn't get his full return until the Bills game, and then he tweaked it again, and then he was sidelined for the rest of the season. Trent Williams missed some time. Brandon Ayuk missed some time. I think Kittle was the only Iron Man that was able to play through everything. Debo was on and off, and statistically he regressed. The defense was struggling. Like, there was a lot of reasons why the 49ers struggled, and a lot of blame for why they missed the playoffs, why they had such a terrible record. A lot of it was put on Brock Purdy and pushed on Brock Purdy, when I don't actually think there was stuff out of his control. He can't control injury. But I think with how well the first part of his career has been, he's definitely earned this kind of money. He's definitely earned the ability to make this kind of money, just considering how far he's gotten. You don't pay quarterbacks. You don't pay quarterbacks this much that haven't proved it. And I think going to 2 NFC championships, losing a Super Bowl in overtime, I think it does warrant that. I think it really does warrant that, because, I mean, you look at other quarterbacks who are getting paid the big bucks. Look how far they're getting. They're not getting that close. But I definitely think, I think other quarterbacks up there that definitely deserve this kind of pay. You look at Jalen Hurts, he's just coming off of a Super Bowl. You're looking at Lamar, he's won a couple MVPs. Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Mahomes. Like, there are quarterbacks that definitely deserve this kind of money. But you pay I'll look at the 49ers kind of like I look at the Bengals. You know, the Bengals decide to pay their 2 receivers this offseason. You got the 49ers paying their tight end Kittle and then Purdy. Like, I really do think this contract, there's a very realistic chance. I almost want to guarantee it. 49ers are winning a Super Bowl with Brock Purdy. Is it going to be this year? We'll just see. There's a lot of guys that they got to replace on the defense. Health does matter, but I think within the next 5 years that they have Purdy, you know, catching the majority of his prime, oh yeah, they're going back. You know, and when we've looked at the recent trend and history of, hey, the home team, the team who hosts the Super Bowl, we saw it with the Bucks, we saw it with the Rams. Super Bowl is in California this year in Levi Stadium, so it's like, look at this, they win the Super Bowl. But there's a lot they got to do. But I definitely think the 49ers, they're still up there with the Eagles, they're still up there with the Rams, the Lions, because even though record-wise, them not getting to the playoffs, it might look like, oh, they're done. The era of the 49ers under, you know, Shanahan getting there, it's done. They've blown the team up. I think there are still key pivotal pieces on the offense, on the defense, in the room, you know, in the locker room, and in the franchise where it's like these guys tool a little bit more in the offseason, draft really well, stay together as a unit. Dude, the 49ers are going to be back. And you don't think Christian McCaffrey's going to run through the league coming off of a healthy, you know, rehab offseason? Or, you know, you don't think Purdy's going to play with a little bit of extra motivation of, hey, I'm a $50 million man? Because, mind you, he's still been paying on his rookie contract. So I definitely think this is going to be, either it's going to be a big year, because I'm going to look at it 2 ways. Either it's going to be a big year where he earns every single dime, or it just blows up in their face of like, oh geez, we paid this guy this much money. But considering what I have seen from Brock Purdy, I think he's worth it. I think this is worth it. I think this contract is going to work out. They got 5 years, and I think they can definitely win a Super Bowl in 5 years. So that's my thoughts on that, guys. What do you think? Do you think they've overpaid Brock Purdy? Let me know in the comments section. And be sure to hit that like button, and I'll catch you in the next video.